Hello, we're going to be talking about the anatomy of blood with help from our giant microbes. Now, if we were to draw some blood from you, it would be a liquid. It would look like a red liquid that we could fill this vial with. But if we were to centrifuge this, spin it around very quickly, we would see that it would separate into the liquid portion called plasma, and then the solid portions, the cells or formed elements. Plasma, the liquid portion, makes up 55% of your blood. This is where nutrients and wastes are dissolved for transport throughout the body, as well as plasma proteins, which stay in the blood to help with various functions of blood pressure and immunity. Within those cells, or those solid elements, we have three different types. The far most common is the erythrocyte, meaning red cells or the red blood cells. These are important for the transportation of gases, carbon dioxide and oxygen, back and forth throughout the body. So they contain molecules of hemoglobin, which help them bind to those gases. They also have little protein markers on their surface called antigens. And depending on which antigens you have determines your blood type. If you have little A proteins on here, you have blood type A. If you have little B proteins, you have blood type B. So far most common. This is why blood is red, is because there are so many erythrocytes in the blood. The next is our thrombocytes. These are commonly called platelets. These aren't true cells in and of themselves. Instead, they are cell fragments of things called megakaryocytes in the bone marrow. Megakaryocytes have these little, almost like octopus, little tendrils. Those break off, and they're platelets that circulate through the blood. These will clot up, helping you to block off any damage or cuts that happen within your blood vessels. The least common is the leukocytes, or white blood cells. These are the defenders. There are 5 different types of leukocytes that roam through the body, taking care of different kinds of threats, different kinds of pathogens. But they're the least common, but they're still very important for your immunity, for your protection, for your health. So to recap, when we're looking at blood, 55% of it is the plasma, the liquid portion. 41 to 44% is the red blood cells, the most common, the erythrocytes. And then that remaining percent or two, shown here as that white buffy layer, those are made up of the thrombocytes or platelets and the leukocytes or white blood cells.